Okay, hi everyone, welcome to the Grace Life DIY home decor. So I am so excited because we have a collaboration. This time it's a DIY collaboration, and I needed this paper because I'm away from my computer right now. So it's called the Let's Learn to DIY Bows Easy Step by Step. And let me tell you who is hosting in this collaboration. It's the Grace Life DIY home decor, that's myself, and then At Home with Lisa. Now we also have some co-hosts, so let me go ahead and mention them. We have Jennifer at Home, we have Debbie Bubbles, we have Design with Emma, Lifestyle Designs with Teresa. This is Aria and Z9 Designs. So I didn't want to miss anyone, guys. And if I did miss anyone, it'll be in the description box. And don't mind this bruise over here, guys. I had some blood work and yep, it doesn't look nice. So we're going to show you how to do whatever we know how to do to help you, make it easier for you during the holiday season. So I always say go ahead and get a shoebox. And when you get that shoebox, just all of the bows that we're going to learn to make here, we just put it all in the box. And then what happens is during gift wrapping time, those bows are already done. This is my idea, guys. This is just the way my mind thinks. The bows will already be done. All you have to do is just stick them to the bows. I am using fall ribbon, but you can go ahead and purchase a Christmas ribbon, birthday ribbon, because we use bows for all kinds of occasions, okay? So if this is your first time visiting my channel, I want to say welcome. I hope that you like my video, and I hope that you stay and subscribe. And for all of you returning subscribers, I so thank you from the bottom of my heart for supporting my channels. Amen. So there is a different type of a bow that I am going to make. I'm not really sure how I'm going to get started here, so we're just going to go ahead and dive in. Now, if we're doing some farmhouse bows, we don't always have to do farmhouse bows, but I have a tendency on always working with farmhouse bows. The first thing I do is I always use jute twine. Like, you cannot go wrong with jute twine. So you just want to get the length of, we don't want it too big. And what this does is, believe it or not, for me, it hides a lot of my mistakes, to put it bluntly. And so I'm just gonna do a shoe. It's like tying a shoe. So you just want to loop it and then go around, okay? And then what we wanna do, and what this does, okay, this is going to embellish the middle of the bow that I'm making. So you'll see what I mean in a second here. So we just looped it over like we're tying a shoe. And of course, sometimes you got to keep adjusting it and then tightening it. And see, this becomes then the center of the bow that I'm getting ready to make. So we can actually make a few of these, and this always hides all of my imperfections in the bow. See how beautiful that is? Let me show you. So these, I make a lot of these because I don't mind mixing with ribbon, whether it's fancy ribbon or whatever. You can go ahead and do that with one of these. Lace ribbon. So why don't we go ahead and do that? Let's start out with two bows. So we're going to make one more farmhouse style, and then the other one we're going to use this grosgrain ribbon. All right, so we just kind of cut out the length, and I'm using what I have. You can use what you have, and you can make it as long, or by that I mean the tails. You can make the tails as long as you want or as short as you want. I'm using it again to and we're not going to butterfly, or what do you call that? Butterfly the tails. I'm just going to do one slant, meaning just one point here. See? And so that's what that looks like. And then I'm going to go ahead and make a bow. Again, you can make it as long as you want. Like, I think this is a nice size here, but sometimes I will go longer because I like all that length. So we're going to make a farmhousey type bow, and then we're going to go ahead and make one that's more fancy. See, so you want to tie it like you're tying a shoe, We're not trying to do anything too difficult here. And then this becomes the center of the bow, and you'll see exactly what I'm trying to do. And if your gift is very small, something this simple is just fine. Sometimes I will come in and embellish with a little rhinestone there. I might go ahead and do a little small one like this. Let me just start out with these other bows. So let me show you, we're gonna do a farmhouse bow. Let's start out with this ribbon right here. This one right here. This one is all leaves on burlap, and it does have the wire, so you can make this, you can manipulate it any way that you want, and hopefully it will stay there because it does have a wire in it on the very ends here where that gold trim is. So basically I'm going to go ahead and fold this over a couple of times. So this ribbon here, let's see, I have to decide what kind of bow I want to make. Let me go ahead and just do a regular shoe, since we started out making a shoe tie, like we're tying our shoes. And this time I want to go ahead and dovetail the ends. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, and it really gives it a nice finished look, and it's so pretty. All right, so this is what we have so far. Isn't that pretty? All right, so now I'm gonna make a bow, and this is not gonna have long tails, all right, because I didn't really want a long piece of the ribbon. I'm just trying to show you. I'm just trying to show you how I do the bow. Now the length, you can definitely go longer, or you can go shorter. It all depends on the size of the box that you want to embellish, or the item that you're embellishing with this bow. Okay, and I usually do like go really tight. We want to go really tight. And then if I want these bows here to be shorter, of course I want to pull on these like you do a shoestring. All right, and then I like to puff it out just to get an idea of what that's going to look like. So see, I think this is a nice size bow, and the tails are not that long for a box. Now, I don't mind that the tail, one is a little bit longer than the other, but we're just going to go ahead and cut it, and then go ahead and dovetail again so that they match in length. Okay, so now this is what we have, guys. So this is what I mean by, if we want to make this a little bit more rustic looking, now the bow does have leaves on it. And I think I'm gonna make this more rustic by adding this jute twine to the center right here of that bow. And it gives it a really nice look and almost looks store-bought. So we're gonna use the hot glue. We're gonna place that there in the center. Now this is the easiest way to make a bow, is just to tie like you're tying your shoe. And then once you have the bow made, look at that. So we have one here, and the dovetails make it look a little bit more fancier, guys. I can bring it up closer by showing you. This is a nice corner bow for a box, and it's beautiful, and it's fall. So, and you could use any ribbon that you'd like. So if it's a birthday, you want to get birthday ribbon. If it's, and you can still use the jute twine, because remember the jute twine, you can use the jute twine for anything. And it's just really just a matter of the ribbon. And then I go ahead and put this in a box. So for when I need a bow, I already have them pre-made. So it's nice to sit down and just get them all done. I'm gonna line them up over here, so at the end we can do a reveal. Now we're gonna go ahead and do one. Now I'm gonna be using this ribbon again. I just wanna go ahead and do one. Let's see. I don't have a plain. Okay, so we have that black ribbon. I have this one here. So these ribbons all came from the Dollar Tree. And And this is a nice color. It's not like anything like really bright and shocking. So I think what I'm gonna do is maybe go a little bit longer, okay, with this ribbon. And I'll dovetail at the end. So here's what I wanna do. I wanna do, again, we're gonna tie like a shoe. And these can go out longer, so I could decide to go longer, meaning I'll show you right now. So if I wanted to go longer with it, let me see if I can go longer with it. So the loops are going to be longer is what I mean. Now, some of us may have a bow maker, and that's fine. I'm trying to show you really how I learned to make bows the old-fashioned way, because I didn't have a bow maker, and I do have one now, but I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use it because I want to show you how to just make your simple ribbon, your simple bows, as if you didn't have a bow maker. So now this is the shorter part here. I could either untie it and do it again. I'm not going to untie it, but remember, we just folded those flaps over, and now we're going to dovetail because I like the dovetails. Now you can make that V smaller. You don't have to go too big. See, so the dovetail doesn't have to be, that V doesn't have to be so deep. I hope that made sense. Okay, so this is what this is looking like. So now what I want to do is, I think this could use an extra loop here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get another piece, but this one's going to be smaller. And I'm going to show you what it's going to look like using 2 of these. Hold on a second. I don't want to just cut it too small. All right, so let's see. No, I think I need to go smaller. And you can go ahead, and this takes practice, guys, and I don't get it right myself. But if I don't have a bow maker, which is what I'm trying to show you, because some of us here may have bow makers, I'm not trying to use one of those because we want to just do it the old-fashioned way. We didn't have bow makers when I was growing up, so we always had to make our own bows, or we would buy them. And they can get expensive if you don't buy them from the Dollar Tree. I will say that the Dollar Tree is getting fancier with their bows. So once I get that one little loop, okay, I'll worry about these tails after I fluff this out. This is a nice color, orange, guys. Let's see if I can pull some more, just to kind of fluff this side out more. All right. Remember, I haven't done this in a while, but I do remember how to do it. And every once in a while I will come on and make my own bow without bringing out the bow maker and stuff. So here's what that's going to do. So you have the 2 big loops over here. I am going to cut this here because we don't need it. So this is the rest of that tail. All right, so here we have the bow. So you see how this here is a smaller version of that bow. And you can kind of shape it because I told you it has the wire on the end. And we're going to place that, we're going to glue that right here. Isn't that pretty? So that is your second bow. Oh, I gotta put some glue. I don't know, this glue gun is acting up and I can't seem to find the other one I bought. It's not going to stop us though. So we're going to place that on top of this one. See how simple that is and how beautiful that is. Now I can continue and not, and you know, and not, I can continue and not stop there and place that black bow there. But I would rather not because I just feel like we should be using the fall colors. So why not go ahead and add a leaf? I think a leaf would be really pretty. Remember, all we did was shoe tie this one with the flaps being longer, and then we made a little small one to place right in the center of this. So what are we going to do now? I am going to go ahead and use this leaf and place it in the center of this bow, and we have a bow. Okay, and that's going to be like right here. Look how beautiful that is. I think that came out absolutely gorgeous, guys. It's great for the fall. So let's move on to the next one, guys. So we have two that are ready here. And again, I can go ahead and make these bigger. I'm gonna make a different type of a bow using the rest of this ribbon right here. And we are going to embellish with this. I'm trying to think of, yes, I already see a ribbon there I can use with that. And I can use one of these. So I think we're gonna save that together. And I am going to go ahead and make another jute twine bow because I think this ribbon is very rustic. And so I'm gonna make a different type of a bow this time. And this one here, I don't know, it reminds me of a poofy hydrangea. And I did cut it so that it looks like it has loose, loose strings here, like loose ribbon, but we're using jute. Okay. And there you go. So I think we better, I'm trying to make these even. And remember, this is not like anything that you're gonna get perfect the first time around. Just undo it and just keep on doing it, guys. And then eventually you get a little bit better at it if you're doing this on a regular basis. Hopefully not. But we're always giving gifts for some reason or another, right? See, I have to undo it. I'm trying to get it where I don't have to cut. It's not working right this second. I shouldn't have cut it, I guess. We got this. And we want to make sure that we tighten as we go. You can still pull on it to get it smaller or the way that you like it, but then you just go ahead and tighten as you go, and it should be okay. Like, it should be okay. See, and then this here, see, we have a nice little jute bow there. That's going to be in the center, okay? Now, here's what we're going to do here. So I'm going to turn around and I'm going to go the length. Let's see, I'm going to go this length right here. So we're going to fold. Maybe I should go a little less. So we're going to fold and we're going to go 4 times. So I already folded. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, and this is 4. Then I'm going to cut this. Okay, I'm going to cut this, Now I'm gonna do these folds a little bit smaller. Okay, so we wanna go smaller. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. See how this is right? So you want to cut the bottom one, you're going to fold over 4 times, then you're going to do the one on top, fold over 4 times, and then place it on top of this one, right in the middle. Okay, so make sure you're in the middle. Here's what you're going to do. Here's what you're going to do that I do, is you're going to go and cut just a little slit on this side and a little slit on this side. I'll show you why. So we're gonna do a little slit here. We don't wanna, okay, just a little slit, and then come on this side and do a little slit on this side. All right, so the slits are already there. I'm gonna come here and get a piece of jute twine. All right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna come to that middle where those slits are, and we are going to come in between those slits with the jute. Okay, then what we're gonna do here is we're going to tie a knot. And you can go ahead and tighten it. Doesn't matter if it's funny shaped like this, because we're gonna go ahead and undo that. Okay, and I just leave the jute twine like that. Now we're gonna go in between each one, pulling them out. Remember, we did this 4 times. So you should have at least 3. Now when you get to the end of the ribbon, like this one here is the end of the ribbon, you want to put some shape into it. So normally I'll go ahead and dovetail. So you'll see what I mean. In between of those flaps, you're going to see the end of the ribbon, see? And I just dovetail that so it kind of looks fancy. So we're poofing one side. Okay, and here's the end of that tail. Then we're going to turn around and we are going to separate these loops. We're going to separate these loops here, and here is the end of that ribbon. See what I mean? And it's flat. So we want to fold that over. So this way it looks finished. So that's 1. Now we're going to work with the bigger ones. Okay, so this is what the smaller one looks like. So now we're going to separate these. Once again, you're going to do the same thing. You are going to get to the end where you see the tail, and it's not going to be finished because we did not dovetail that end, but we're going to dovetail it now. So it's the same thing you're going to do to both sizes. See, and then we are going to poof this out. And again, it's easy to do that because the wire will keep it in place. Now we're going to poof this side. And I don't see the end of that one, so that one probably doesn't have it. Doesn't this look absolutely gorgeous? Look at this. It looks like a store-bought bow. Now, I'm not going to finish there. We could either use one of these little acorns in the center. I'm sorry, pine cones. I've been calling these things the wrong name all this time. So, these are pine cones, okay? And we could either put a pine cone right in the center here, okay? Give it or we could put a leaf. We already did the leaf, so I think I'm going to do the pine cone. I'm going to cut this string off. All right. So we want to put some glue. right there till that's done. I did do the jute, but then I decided to go ahead and add the pine cone. I could have done both, but I think we're gonna go this way since we already used the jute. I'll use the jute in one of the other ones. So see, on a bigger box, this would be absolutely beautiful. And no, this does not have a tail. You don't need a tail all of the time. The tails are really pretty though. And I left the jute. So the jute is nice, and the pine cone looks really pretty right there. Very rustic looking bow. This will look very beautiful. So let's move on to the next one, guys. And I probably should have used, so we're gonna be using a different type of a ribbon so we can change the look here. So let's use, okay, we're gonna let's use this one. So this one is the pumpkin. All right, let's use this. And I do believe, I kind of like that poofy look. So let's go back, and I don't know how to make too many different ribbons. I'm just showing you what I do know how to make. So I think that we can go ahead and loop, and then let's see. Let's see how we're gonna do this here. I just did a twist, and then I'm gonna loop again. And you know, I don't have to do it that way. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and just do one big floppy bow, and then I'm gonna show you a bow that I made the other day for the first time. And I think you're gonna like this bow. So these ribbons are like $1.25 at Dollar Tree. You'd be paying a lot more in the store. So I don't feel bad using the whole thing. I'm gonna go ahead, and I think what I did was this. So again, it's like tying a shoe, but then we're gonna oversize this, these loops here. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we're gonna oversize the loop. Was that what I did? I'm trying to figure out if that's what I did. See, I'm glad I'm doing this on camera so that you can see that we don't always do things perfectly, especially as crafters. We're always doing things different. And I'm gonna say that I thought I tied this twice. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that, because I don't remember exactly. I thought I did, but I'm not gonna do that. All right, so we have one oversized loop. I like the oversized loops. Okay, so that much I know. So we're not gonna leave this like this, are we? Nope. We're not gonna leave this like this. And I think I'm going to use, let's see. So we have the green one here. So we're gonna be using the green burlap here. Again, this ribbon here is going to be shorter because the bow, I want it to be smaller. So you got to get creative, because if you don't have a bow maker, you don't need a bow maker, honestly. You know how to make these. And really, it's about the ribbon. So the ribbon makes a really big deal on your presentation of this bow, or how you display the bow when you are wrapping a gift. Isn't that beautiful? I love that green. I've been gravitating to that green for I can't even tell you how long. And it's like I'm in denial over this color. And now we want to dovetail these. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them together and dovetail them together. What an awesome collab. I hope you guys like this video. Make sure and give us a click on that like button. We do so many different things, and I do so many different things on this channel. And you just don't want to miss it, guys. We have the All Things Decor coming up tomorrow. Okay, so see how these flaps are bigger than these flaps. I think I like that. And it's okay that these are not dovetails, so let's go ahead and dovetail those. Now this one seems to be longer, so let's cut it first. We want them even. You can leave them, not necessarily need to dovetail. It's only if you like dovetailing. If not, you could do just one slant. I probably should have done this one that way. The next one I will do that way. But I think this looks really pretty. So now the tails are, and here are the big flaps. I call them rabbit ears. Okay. And now we're gonna place that bow on top of this one. See how it changes the entire look of the bow. So let's go ahead and glue that. Now for this one, believe it or not, I am gonna place that jute twine bow right on top of that. So we have 3 different size bows here, including that jute, and there is the look for that one. And this, of course, you can use for a bigger gift box. It's just so pretty, or just, I like hanging bows everywhere. Hold on a second, what did I do here? So the glue kind of dripped off, that's all right. That's all right, because this is my crafting cloth. But it's gonna take a minute to dry. And while that's drying, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna glue the jute twine bow to the center here. I think that came out absolutely beautiful. And I think what I'm gonna do in this particular case is go ahead and add some leaves. I think the leaves would give it some more character. Why not? Yeah, that's good. Now you can go ahead and either place it on the ribbon itself, which I think looks nice. No rhyme or reason, this is just something that, let's see, so I didn't want to exactly cover the whole jute twine, but I think we can go ahead and put this here. So now here is this, isn't this beautiful? So we've made 3 small bows over there, and look at this one. Absolutely gorgeous bow. Isn't that beautiful, guys? I think that is gorgeous. So let's get to making one more bow here. Let's get to making one more bow. And I think I'm pretty much done, because the actual amount of bows, or the way that I'm tying the bows, we know a shoe, it's like tying a shoe. And it's also the other way that I like to show you. So you know what? I am going to grab this velvet ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm trying to see if I can make oh, I have another bow I need to show you. But let's go ahead and make a fancy bow with this one. Let's see. Oh, this one, it was not that long. What did it say? It says a yard, but I don't know. I didn't realize how Just seems shorter than what we've been using. All right, so let's go ahead and use, and again, we're gonna do the same. So if the velvet part is not facing you, you can go ahead and twist it so that it is. This one here. All right. And then we want to tighten. Remember, we always want to tighten. And since we've been dovetailing, I'm not going to dovetail this one. I'm going to cut it at a slant. How beautiful is this ribbon? It is gorgeous. So I'm going to go ahead and cut at a slant, guys. Okay. So here we are, just the purple ribbon all by itself. It doesn't need any more. But I am gonna take this one extra step here, and I am gonna cut the stripe ribbon just to give a different, and I'm gonna cut this a little bit longer. Okay. And we're gonna make a ribbon. This is absolutely, I love this ribbon. It's nice and thick. I think this particular ribbon, where did I get that? I'm not sure. This is from my stash, so I had this for a while. I believe that was a Michael's ribbon. So we don't want to go too loopy, not with this ribbon. We want to tighten, then bring it. You pull on the tails to bring in the loops until you get the size that you want, okay? Now, I'm gonna go ahead and glue this right to the center. I think that's a perfect size, so that's what we're gonna do. Isn't that beautiful, guys? It's coming out so beautiful. I'm just trying to do something a little bit different. Okay. Now these I'm also going to cut at a slant. Okay, so we don't have to be professionals to do this. All I'm doing is really, the only one that I did different was the one that I call it the hydrangea. I don't know where I got that from, but that's what I'm calling it. And then this is more rustic, so I would rather not do rustic. And I do have, I think these are acorns. Yes, I've been getting these wrong the whole time. I call the pine cones, I've been calling acorns. So funny. All right, so let me go ahead, and I do want to do one other bow for you so that we can end this video. And I hope that you guys are feeling more confident about making bows. There's nothing intimidating about them. I'm gonna go ahead and embellish with that acorn right in the middle. You don't have to. I don't know, I have it there, so that's what we're gonna do. I never actually got to use that black bow. Now, isn't this one of the, this is such a beautiful bow. It's such a different bow, but it's beautiful, okay? And so the smaller ribbon is longer, and the velvety ribbon, I like that. This is absolutely beautiful. So here is another one. So there's one very different type of a, it's not even a ribbon. I'm gonna use this Decor mesh to make a bow for you. In one of my videos, I believe it was a Decorate a Lantern, I made a bow using Decor mesh because I ran out of red, white, and blue ribbon. So what was I gonna do? Well, we need to improvise. I still didn't use this little black ribbon. Let's see if we can incorporate that somewhere. So, and I was doing, as a matter of fact, what I did was a DIY, and I made a lantern. And it was a red, white, and blue lantern. And I used the Decor mesh in the cobalt blue to make a ribbon. And I think it came out absolutely gorgeous. So, we had to grab quite a bit because we needed the tails, right? I am just gonna make the ribbon parts again, just like we're tying a shoe. I went around, I came around this way, like I'm tying a shoe, all right, in the shape of a bow. And this is beautiful because it just puffs out so nicely. And I know that the mesh, it's not the greatest from the Dollar Tree, but it really did work. Now, the reason why I'm doing these loop speakers, because I think I'm gonna do a second one and place it on top. Is this not a gorgeous bow? So here you have the Decor mesh. See, we're proofing out this bow. And then we wanna make sure that we cut this to match the other side. So that's what I'm doing. So now this, okay, so you just want to kind of wind it like this together. It will stay, I guess, after. Just want to kind of wind it around. And I don't want all this fuzz and frizz, so I'm cutting that off. All right, so that's the one, this is the one loop right here, guys. All right, and then you have, isn't that beautiful, guys? Can you see that? So now I'm gonna go ahead and make another one. This one is not gonna be as big as that one because we're gonna place it on top. And this is such a nice bow for a big box, or just, I don't know, I love it. I can use that, I can just place that on anything. So we definitely don't want those ears that big because we already had, okay, we want to bring that in more. We want to bring this one in more, basically because this is very big. So now we want to cut. We want to cut right here. So like I said, the Decor mesh from the Dollar Tree isn't the greatest, but if you're very careful with it, you can use it. I don't see any reason why you can't use it unless it's really bad at the frame. But this one doesn't seem to be. Look how beautiful that is. I am loving this bow. So I hope you see something different here that you have never seen. I'm gonna go ahead and place that here together. You see how gorgeous that is? Let's go ahead and glue that together. I'm just going to hold it here so it dries a little bit. And you know what? We're not letting that black, that little black ribbon go to waste. So guess what I'm doing? I'm going to go ahead and glue that right in the middle. And you see how beautiful this could, you could probably use these. I don't know why I thought of pews and, or the back of a chair in an event. Aren't these absolutely beautiful? You can go ahead and actually, that's exactly probably the idea I'm trying to express here that's not coming out. So, here is the yellow bow with a $1.25 ribbon, a Decor mesh from the Dollar Tree. You can make these as big as you want. And let's say you were in a church or at an event. You can either put these in the back of the chairs, right? Or you can go ahead and put them at the end of a pew, let's say at a church, if there was like a wedding or any kind of event. I hope I'm giving some ideas for certain things. This did not tie together. just say did not. So here's what I'm gonna do about that, because I don't want that coming apart. I am going to put that right in the middle of that bow, and then I'm gonna go ahead and tie a knot, because we're not gonna have that bow come apart. All right. Just trying to make sure that I get this to go through here. Yeah, I think I got it. All right. So once that is tied in place there, I'm going to cut this because we don't need this. And then I'm going to turn it around and fix it for you so you could see. So this bow here, okay, so let me just proof it out again. And here's the second one. And we do want to see this black little bow here. Maybe I should make it bigger, but you get the idea, guys. I'm trying to give you ideas. All right, so you have the bigger bow, and then here is the next size, which really should be moved up. And then this one is a good deco mesh, so it's not, I'm gonna hot glue these flaps over here. So that it stays. And I'll do that to this side so it doesn't fold over on itself. So I hope you guys are getting the idea of what I'm doing with this deco mesh. And it really did not take a lot of work to do this. If you just sit down and this is all you're doing is the bows. And if you're doing this for an event, oh my goodness, I bet you're going to get all kinds of compliments on this bow. And I left it big because I wanted you to see how gorgeous this bow is. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful bow. So, and I hope you agree. We're gonna head on over to the reveal soon. So, yep, I think I'm done. I love it. Isn't that beautiful, guys? Let's head on over to the reveal. All right, so here we are at the reveal. I cannot wait to show you these bows. I think they came out amazing. So let's start out here with this little one. So remember we did the small bow. It's a little rustic leaf bow with the little jute twine in the center. Again, all of these are just like tying a shoe. Then we have this one. And as long as you want the tails, you know how to dovetail because I showed you how to do that. And you can either have it longer or shorter, totally up to you. This one I think is absolutely beautiful too. And then we made the velvet one with the black and white stripe, and I put the acorn there in the middle. You can put anything in the middle here. This one was not dovetail, it's just a slant cut in the ribbon. And then here is one with no ribbon at all, which I like this. I really do. The only thing hanging is the jute twine, and then I went ahead and put a pine cone. Look at that, I said it right. A pine cone in the middle. And then we're gonna come over here so that you can see this beautiful bow. Look at this, I put some leaves on it, all right? And so this was absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I think it's beautiful. And then this one here is the one that I think stole the show. This one was made with deco mesh. And this is an absolutely beautiful bow. I don't know if the camera's doing this any justice, guys. Look at that. I don't know if I can put that against something, but it's just such a beautiful bow. And again, that was with the deco mesh. Then I went ahead and I put that black bow there. I didn't need to, but I went ahead and covered that and just tied it together because of the hot glue. I think this came out really pretty, and probably another loop would look even better. So this came out really pretty. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. It really was not difficult making any of these bows. If I can do it, you can do it. And of course this one, this one is my favorite. I love them all. So I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making them for you and creating them for you. If you like the video, click like, share, and comment. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you can get notified every single time I upload a video. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, so have an amazing day again, guys, and God bless you. Bye.